Hey, what's going on, everybody? Just want to do a quick update with you guys. I haven't really been on here, and yeah, I've just been busy working and trying to file my taxes for the first time in a very long time, and it's been hectic. So I went and filed, I would say, about 4 weeks ago, and I was expecting to get it on the 25th, and then I got a letter on the 24th saying that I had to contact them. So I called the number, and basically they said that I had to go down to the IRS building in Rapid City and show proof of who I am and my ID, my social, and all of that. Well, I've done that. So now the process of getting my taxes back has started all over again. So yeah. But whenever you have your mindset and you're expecting something, especially money, and then there's nothing, you don't receive that, and it's just like I've had so many things planned for it, and mainly just paying off a lot of bills and catching up on some things. No, that can't happen until another, I think they say 4 to 9 weeks. So yeah, I'm just like, wow. But I know, everything hopefully will work out, and hopefully I can get some things still accomplished with the I have another cradle board that I'm working on. So hopefully I can finish that within, I don't know. I don't even know how long it's going to take me actually to finish that, but I'll show you guys. I'm basically starting from just, I have the material and the boards, but then I need a drill, to get the wood together and everything, the foundation. But yeah, that's one of my goals is to finish this cradle board, and hopefully somebody would want to buy it. I mean, I know there's somebody that's gonna buy it. It's just the hopefully they will go for the price that I'm setting it at. And I'm setting it at a very high price just for the fact that it is very, for me, it was time consuming on making it. A lot of work putting into making it. And that's why it's going to be set kind of above, what somebody would think is a realistic price. But, it's my piece. So I'm going to set it at the price that I think and I feel comfortable with. But yeah, hopefully I can get that started. I would say this weekend I'm going to borrow my neighbor's drill and see how that goes. But yeah, I hope all of you guys out there are doing good and are feeling good and you're not sick. It's just been, also another thing is I just want to say that I am still planning on working on a few documentaries, and I just need to get and that's another thing that I was waiting for whenever I got my tax money, was to get some equipment so I could start on those documentaries. And one of them is going to be about missing people in general, And hopefully I can get the chance to interview some of the families that have some missing relatives and get their story out. I'm not sure how that's going to go, but I hope that they are willing to work with me. And also, what else am I planning on? The documentaries and making the cradle board, and also that's just like my those things right there are like, you know, stuff that I feel excited and makes me happy to do. So let me see, what else am I working on? I've been reading a lot of books, and just getting out of my own head and getting out of, you know, just a lot of grief, you know, that I've been dealing with within the past 3 years. And you know what? There's one thing I've noticed is that you never really get over losing somebody. They always say like there's like these 5 stages of grief and everything that you go through, but then out of nowhere you will get a memory and you'll get triggered into remembering something about your past relative, and then it starts all over again. You know what I mean? Like missing them and wishing they were here, and how things would be if they were actually here. And yeah. But yeah, I just wanted to do a real quick update with you guys on that. And hopefully coming up in April, I'm going to be making that trip to Kansas, I hope. And see some family down there. And I hope everything goes as planned so that trip can happen. But yeah. So yeah, just let you guys go from here, and I'll update you once I get started on this creative board to show you the process of it, I guess. And I really don't know, like nobody never really showed me how to make a creative board, but I'm going off of what somebody, an elder lady had just basically drew out on a piece of paper the foundation of how it looks and of how everything is laid out on the foundation itself. That was it. That was the only teaching I got from a creative board. Otherwise, I've been watching videos and I read a book about it and a magazine. So I'm just like piecing everything together on how I want it to look and how I want it to basically present itself in from my eyes and from my experience. And it's not and of course it's traditional, but the traditional that I've seen in books for the Kota creative boards is most of them are beaded, and the one that I made for my granddaughter, it's not beaded, but then it's Pendleton, and it's a very beautiful Pendleton. And that's what I'm going to be working on next, is the same one, because I still have, it was like I think it was like a twin size Pendleton, so I still have half of that left, and that's what I'm using for my next creative board. So you'll just see from how I make it. It's not like everybody else, or it's not like what you've seen in other like in the magazines, or even if you like go to Perry Edge, you'll see like how they're all beaded and how like it took a lot of time for them to make it. But yeah, mine is still gonna be with leather but with Pelton. But yeah, I'll let you guys go here, and I hope you all have a good weekend. And if you're grieving, and you like try to push it away, and you try to push that feeling because you don't want to be sad and you don't want to feel it, but then you have to. I think in order to deal with it in a healthy way, you have to cry and you have to be sad and you have to even write about it and everything. And I think that's the best way also to deal with grief and sadness and missing them, is to do that. Just, if you want to cry, cry. But yeah. Alright. I love you guys. Till next time. Don't shy.